Alright guys, welcome to the video. My name is Brando Linick and I am truly appreciative for you coming by and checking out this quick conversation, or I could say not necessarily a demonstration but an example of just some tips and tricks that I personally use when it comes to the law of attraction. If you're wanting to use the law of attraction in your life for relationships, business, money, freedom, abundance, prosperity, alright, to manifest the things that you want in your life, I've got a little bit of insight I want to share with you. My story goes back literally about a year and a half ago. It was September 2014, and before that point, September 12th, 2014, before I was able to build a full-time income business on the internet and quit corporate America and haven't worked a job since then, before I was able to do that, I stumbled across some principles of the law of attraction. I stumbled across some people who are using it, testimonials, people, I mean there's a lot of people on YouTube who are using it, but not just that. I stumbled across The Secret, the movie The Secret specifically. And guys, when I saw this movie, I literally watched it. The first time I saw it, I had to watch it over and over again. I think it was like 3 times I watched it in total the same night I came across it. And it was because it was just so powerful. It was like, you know, if I could explain it any way, alright, that would make sense in this video. It would be like my paradigm shifted, alright? Like my old way of thinking, which was go to school, get a job, and then work your way up the ladder for the next 40 to 50 years. And that's just life. That's the way it's gonna be. If you want something, you gotta win a lottery ticket or something of that nature, alright? You know, just working your way up the ladder, it's gonna take a lot of work, it's gonna take a lot of time. You know, just having that old mentality and then being able to see that I don't have to do those things. Being able to see that, you know, if I can think about it in my mind, I can see it, I can visualize it, I can taste it, smell it, touch it, hear it. If I can see it crystal clear, I can hold it in my hand. If it's in my mind, I can hold it in my hand. And thoughts are things. And it was very powerful because when I got that, I started to realize a pattern with every successful person, every story that I came across, people who have used from different walks of life the law of attraction. And every single one of them, alright, every single one of them, they were all crystal clear on what it is that they wanted. They could all see it crystal clear, and they all took massive action. They all took massive action. And I think this is one of the things that, you know, a lot of people, when they're wanting tips and tricks, they get a little bit of a misconceived notion, because a lot of times people say, oh, that's hoorah, or that's rah-rah, you know, the law of attraction is rah-rah. And that's nonsense, okay? That's absolute nonsense. That's for small, narrow-minded people, because honestly, you know, if you look at every successful person out there, before they got to where they were, they saw and visualized themselves succeeding, alright? Every person, alright? I saw this in common with every single one of them, how they talked about how, you know, through repetition, they saw themselves succeeding. They saw themselves doing better for their family, and they're eventually able to get that equivalent, alright? The exact same equivalent, if not more. And this is also taught in Think and Grow Rich, in Napoleon Hill's book, which is also an awesome book when he talks about you know, attracting things into your life, manifesting things. He talks about it very briefly in that book, but you know, I started to pick up on these principles, and what ended up happening was I started questioning things. I was working as a baker in a restaurant. I was behind on my dreams, my goals, my aspirations. 50 hours a week I was working, and I wanted to be successful in online business. That's what I wanted. I wanted to do it because my family's my why, and I knew building a business online could help me do that and have leverage and have mobility where we can travel and do the things that we want to do when we want to do it. What ended up happening was I struggled for about, previous to that point, previous before seeing The Secret, I struggled for 2.5 years on the internet, okay? When I came across this information, I started to question things. I started to search on the internet. When I was on my breaks, when I was on my shifts, I started searching for different things and ways to actually build up a business that would thrive on the internet and would be very, very sustainable. What ended up happening was 2.5 months into searching on the internet, I came across a mentor. Alright, I came across a person who was building a business and an income on the internet, and this person was doing exactly what I wanted to do, how they were doing it, you know, time freedom, money freedom, location freedom, traveling, you know, being able to pick up their laptop computer, maintain and build a business. Because they were doing this, not putting their kid through daycare, I began to model and copy them. They literally shared with me what they were doing, and in less than 3 months after that point, I was able to quit corporate America September 12th, 2014, haven't worked a job since. And I hope if you get any tip or trick, if you're wondering, well, Brando, where's this tip or trick here? The tip is, alright, getting crystal clear. Because I forgot to mention, what I did every single day when I finally came across The Secret, the movie, and the law of attraction was every single morning I got up And before rushing out of bed, before starting my day, I would start to visualize myself in my ideal day, what I wanted to do, how I was doing it. I started to visualize myself quitting my job. I started to visualize myself sending in a week and a half notice. I didn't want to give 2 weeks, I wanted to give a week and a half. And I started seeing this in my head and seeing myself being able to build up an income and a business on the side of that. So when I have the income there, I can just quit. And I started to see that. But the side tip, not just from that I want you to get away from this video, is not only did I see it, and like a lot of people out there, they'll see it in their head, they'll see it, they'll be crystal clear, but they won't take any action. They'll wait for it to happen, and nothing will happen if there's no action. If there's inaction, you're not going to get a result, okay? So I saw it, and what I did was I took action. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I just started searching on the internet. That was the action I was taking, trying things out. Things didn't work out. That was okay. I kept looking and trying, came across a person, modeled them, and was able to break through. Didn't happen overnight. It wasn't easy, but I took action because I saw it in my mind. And the funny thing is, the universe tends to get out of your way when you're crystal clear. And you do have to break through a couple brick walls to get there, but it's definitely worth it. And guys, if it can work for me, it can definitely work for you. So my tip is getting crystal clear, meditating on something for 10 minutes a day, every single day, of what you want your ideal life to be. And then also taking action. You don't need to know exactly what to do. You just need to know that you can do it, all right? You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself because you're capable of great things. I mean, if you made it to this video this far, we've been talking for a while now, been kind of rambling, then you can definitely do this, all right? You can definitely do this. This is a testimonial for me that it's worked for me, and if I can do it, you can do it. So I hope this encourages you to go out there and take action. If you guys want to learn more about how to use systems and build a business on the internet, same systems and process I've used and get around the same community I've been able to get around to, quit corporate America and have some abundance and prosperity in my life, then connect with me on my site. It's 123marketingtips.com. The link will be down below, and I'll see you guys at the top. Take care.